The press, the politicians, the police, the prosecutors, the professors. Just by chance, they all start with P. And these 5 P professionals have ignored the will of the people on the issues of Islam, open borders, globalism, Muslim rape gangs. And so Tommy has filled the void where, for example, in Rotherham, there was a terrible cover-up for years about these rape gangs. That's, I think, the main thing that motivates Tommy. And the media won't report it. And when it's one of Tommy's main issues. And instead of the elites accepting Tommy's coverage and activism on these issues, they have punished him. They have showed tremendous bias against him. And that's one of the lessons from the Court of Appeal ruling yesterday.
Can I pick you up on just a couple of things?
Sure, yeah.
If I may. This very phrase, Muslim rape gangs, I mean, in 2011, he said this was in reference to Islamist atrocities. Every single Muslim watching this, we got away with killing and maiming British citizens. We're coming for you. Now, do you recognize that this is hugely, toxically, terribly offensive to the vast majority of law-abiding, peaceable Muslims in this country? If he were to be more precise, and I've spoken to many Muslims about this, he should be referring to a certain rural background from Pakistan and Kashmir, which has nothing to do with the religion and everything to do with culture. That would be more accurate and less offensive.
See, Nicky, I want to point out what you've just done, because I don't even know if you're doing it. See, what you did is you immediately cherry-picked a comment Tommy made 7 years ago, which you had prepared by your researchers. You were so ready to go. Instead of actually asking me about the news, you went for a 7-year-old comment that, by the way, Tommy had apologized for years ago, because you just can't stand for even one day, for even 5 minutes of one day, to actually get a real answer to your question.
I just want to explore the phrase Muslim rape gangs. Honestly, I just want to explore that phrase because it's so offensive to law-abiding people.
First of all, speak for yourself, Nicky. For example, Majid Nawaz of the Quillian Foundation, he's a Muslim person, unlike you, Nicky, and he has spoken very specifically about Tommy. And he uses the phrase Muslim rape gangs because he's not politically correct like you and most of the BBC. And so Majid Nawaz says basically what I've said. He said, if the rest of the media had done their job, if the police and the rest of the 5P professionals had done their job, Tommy Robinson would not have filled that void. And if after Rotherham and Rochdale and all these other rape gangs, if you still are so politically correct, Nicky, that you will not even allow this interview to get going without jumping in with a 7-year-old talking point.
But this phrase, Muslim rape gangs, I want to ask you about that. How offensive it is to law-abiding people in this country, and imprecise as well.
Speak for yourself, Nicky, because you're professionally offended on behalf of Muslims. And that goes to my point. Who is there for the forgotten people? Tommy. And now you have your answer. You have, in fact, personified the answer to your own question. The reason Tommy Robinson is so popular is because, unlike you, Nicky, he will use the word Muslim rape gang, and he won't start scolding people for protesting the fact of the industrial scale rape of Indigenous British girls.